Masta Kavian here from Studio MMA and MMA Nytt, and we are sitting here with no less than Chris Leben. What's up?
Chilling.
How many days have you been here in Birmingham?
We left Hawaii on a Tuesday and we got here on Thursday, and it's currently now Tuesday. So I've been traveling for a week, I guess, but I've only been here for 5 days. Took 2 days to get here.
Do you like it here?
It sucks.
Why?
It's wet, it's cold, women are fat, white, food sucks. I can't eat it anyways.
How is women supposed to look like?
Like my beautiful fiance. Yeah, I guess I'm a little spoiled living in Hawaii.
So how was your camp this time?
Camp went really well. Went very, very good. Everything went smooth. I started a little early. I went out and trained with Jake Shields and Diaz brothers about 8 weeks out. Then I brought out my coach Greg Thompson came out for over a month, and then before him I brought out Robert Follis as well. So that I had 6 full weeks of supervision.
So you trained with Nick Diaz?
Yeah.
How come?
How come I trained with Nick Diaz?
No, you trained with him.
Yeah.
How come?
Well, why not?
No, I'm asking you.
Asking me how come?
Yeah.
How come why not?
I don't know.
I don't know either. He's a nice guy. He's actually really good grappler too. So I actually enjoyed doing some grappling with him.
No, I didn't mean it as a negative thing. I meant like, why Nick Diaz?
Well, Jake Shields was getting ready for a fight. He was getting ready to fight Jake Ellenberg, and he had been in Hawaii not too long ago, and he came out to my gym, got some good grappling with me, and he wanted somebody to kind of emulate Ellenberg, so I came out to help him, help him train for Ellenberg. He had a tough break in his fight, but I still got the benefit of going out there and training with Shields, and then he's obviously, Cesar Gracie and the Diaz brothers, came down, so it was nice.
I know people liked your fight between you and Wanderlei Silva. Could you talk us through the fight?
Well, it's only 27 seconds, so there's not much talking. Basically, it worked out just like the game plan. We thought it was going to work out. I mean, he hit me one time pretty hard, but other than that, we knew we threw a 1, 2, 3, 4 combination, and he's been throwing the same combination for 10 years, so it wasn't hard to know what he was going to do. And then we just figured that, when he came wide with that last one, to just block wide and then come up the middle, and if you look to clinch, sidestep and come up the middle again. So, as he reached the collar tie, I grabbed his head with one hand, I sidestepped, and I brought my left up. Repeat, and he fell down, and then I hit him in the head some more, and then he went to sleep. That's the walk through the Wanderlei fight right there.
UFC 138 here in Birmingham. Your opponent, Mark Munoz. What do you know about him?
Munoz, Munoz is tough. Munoz is a wrestler. He's a national champion. Anybody that's a national champion has a really good work ethic. I know that. From watching his fighting style, he's definitely matured as a fighter. When you saw him in WC, he was mostly still just a wrestler, but now he's more of a martial artist. He's a little more well-rounded. I still think, he has some holes in his game, which he makes up for being a scrambler. He scrambles really well on the ground. He is a little unorthodox on his feet. He does throw heavy punches, but I do believe that I'm more technical on my feet and on the ground than him. I think, if I had to say what his biggest attribute is his will. He keeps coming no matter what. I've seen him get hit and rocked, and continue to stay in there and actually win some fights where he looked like he was going out. He comes back. So, if you want to beat Munoz, you really got to put him away.
Do you think, like other fighters, they say, this is the hardest fight of my life? Do you agree with that?
There's different, every fight is the hardest fight of your life. Every fight is the most important fight of your life. At that point, I trained longer and harder for this one than I ever have. And part of the reason for that is, it's just where I'm at in my life. I'm getting older, and things have been good. I got the big win over Vandalay, and looking at a title shot's not too far off. If I go out and I beat up Munoz in deciding fashion, that'll make me winning 5 out of 6, fights, all against tough opponents. Some that were never beaten before. I think that I'll be number one contender, and so that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as, I got to do everything right. I got to beat this guy to make myself number one contender, to make my stock go up, and I can renegotiate my contract. No, I'm just kidding. I'd like to have a shot at the title. Would be nice, but right now we're worrying about Munoz. We're worrying about paying them bills.
How come they called you so early? I mean, it was a couple of weeks after Vandalay they called you and wanted you to fight again.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they actually. My agent actually called me. They wanted me to fight Rashad for a second there. Tito, I think, took that fight. They asked me about that one. I said, nah, not on 4 weeks' notice. I don't think so. But then I got a call back in Munoz, and generally, when Joe calls, I'm pretty good about saying, yeah, okay. I mean, he's the boss, and it doesn't matter to me really who I fight. I know everybody that they put against me is going to be tough. They really don't give me any gimmies. So it is what it is. It's another chance for me to go out and show my skill set and make some money.
You said you wanted the title shot. Is it against Chael Sonnen or Anderson Silva?
Chael's my boy. So, we trained together for years, and he's a good friend, good guy. I really like Chael a lot. So, me fighting Chael would be really hard. I think the only reason that I'd have to talk to him about it, I think the only reason we'd ever fight is if it was he had the title and he was stuck, it was stuck that way, I'd rather fight Anderson, obviously, but if he has the title, and then we'd have to talk about that and figure out what's what.
How much do you think you have developed from when you met Anderson Silva, and how much do you think he have developed?
I've developed a ton. When I fought Anderson Silva I was half my career ago. That was over 5 years ago when I fought Anderson Silva. So he'll spend another 5 years in the UFC, busting heads and taking names, and I've grown quite a bit. Since then I moved, I relocated out to Hawaii. Started training with Burton Richardson, Greg Thompson, and brought in a whole bunch of great guys in Hawaii that really really helped me out. I can't thank everybody, but I've really surrounded myself with a good group of core people, and they've allowed me to actually kind of blossom into being a full martial artist, and the Chris Leben of today compared to the Chris Leben of 5 years ago, I was just a fraction of the fighter that I am now, and I know that, and when I watched that old fight with Anderson Silva, it doesn't make me feel bad anymore. It just, that's where I was at that time. I wasn't ready to fight him then. I'm ready to fight him now. We're talking about a 25-year-old kid coming in there fighting him, that had just ran straight and won a couple fights by just swinging really hard. And now I'm, a 31-year-old who's taking this as his life career, going in there and fighting a technical battle.
Last question. How come you dye your hair red?
Anymore, honestly, the hate mail. Because if I don't dye it red, I get emails saying, that's why you lost your fight, because your hair wasn't red. Like I said, I am 31 years old, man. I wouldn't dye my hair, but the fans like it. Everybody knows me by it. I started the whole dyeing your hair thing, so I might as well just keep it going.
So do you get offended if somebody else dyes the hair red to support you?
Not at all. No, it's totally cool. I think if they really wanted to support me, though, they'd get the same tattoos as me. I think that'd be a true fan.
So if I take off my hat, you see I have a red hair. What do you think about that?
That's kind of a fuchsia, I would say. My red is more blood red. That yours is a little bordering on the pink side. And then I don't know if you know this in
It's a European.
I don't know if you know this in Sweden, but there is a big difference between blood red and hot pink. But no, it looks great, man. Yeah, you look. I would say 20% tougher at least with the red hair.
So what's your future plans?
I'm gonna get married on my birthday, July 21st. So that's gonna have to start thinking about that, and then
Congratulations.
oh, thank you. And then actually, me and my coach Burton Richardson over here, we're after the fights, we're heading down to Italy. We've got a couple seminars in Italy we're gonna do. You know, so hanging out, seeing the world, you know, loving life, doing what I do. You know, it's pretty cool.
Your Swedish fans is wondering why don't you come to Sweden?
I would love to come to Sweden, and all I'm waiting for is you to set up some seminars for me so I can afford my chewing tobacco while I'm out there. But no, I really want to go to Sweden. Actually, I've had a lot of friends from there, and seems like a really cool place. But guys, don't get offended. They said wintertime is not the time to go, so gonna wait till the summer. Maybe for a honeymoon. Who knows?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Earlier today, we were at the shop at the. What was the name of the shop? The Glove.
The shop is called The Glove, and it's a really cool store. Actually, they took it last time I was here when I fought Michael Bisping. I actually went into that store. That's why I took you guys there. But yeah, I signed a shirt, one of their shirts, and if you can, what's the competition? How's it go?
How old is the shop?
How old is the shop? Then if you know, they got a shirt signed by me. It's there and it's waiting for you.
Email here. You talked about Bisping. How was that fight?
Well, you know, I jokingly tell people that Bisping prepares for a fight by running 5 miles a day backwards. And the funny thing is, half the people go, really, he does? But, you know, that's basically how the fight went. I chased him around. I knew, you know, being that he's the UK boy, I'm in the UK, I'm going to have to knock him out. So basically it was him running backwards and then touching me with a jab as I would come in to try to tear his head off. It was gay.
You want a rematch?
Yeah, I do want a rematch. I'm not a big rematch guy, but I knock him out. I know I do. He can't hurt me. He hit me a million times. He didn't do anything to me.
Would you take a rematch against Vanderlei? Because he said that he would
No.
fight you.
You know, we got that 27 seconds, and I'm hanging on to that, dude. You know, I got lucky. I'm not gonna. I mean, shit, that was awesome. You know, that's the highlight of my career right there, and ain't no way I'm gonna tarnish that one.
Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Any last words to your fans?
Yeah. Bisping, how'd you do against Vanderlei? You didn't knock him out, did you? No. Nobody did except for me. I'm the fastest. I got the fastest knockout over him, so no retries on that one. But yeah, to my fans, thanks guys. Always appreciate the guys that always had me, not the guys that are jumping on the fan train now. The guys that have always been Crusading fans. Aloha. And
You want to sing something?
will I want to sing something? I'm not much of a singer, believe it or not. I'm a little bit of a rocker, but
You like Red Hot Chili Peppers, right?
I do. Yeah, they're good.
Any favorite? You want to sing?
You know what?
I want to make you sing so I could put the music in the background.
No, that's all right, man. You know, I'm more of a scrapper, less of a singer. So that's the way. That's my entertaining. I dance.
Take care.
All right. See ya.
Good luck.
I have a question. Can I ask a quick question? Is Chris leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, I just have one question. Of all your fights, what was the quickest knockout you ever had?
Think about it. That guy, Vanderlei Silva.
Yeah.
Was it 30 second? No,
29.
27 seconds. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Who's counting?
What was his name? Who was that?
Oh, this guy Vanderlei Silva, he's been fighting for a while.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Any follow-ups?
Chris Leben, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.